Graphicxtras. In this video I'm just going to show you the oil paint filter, and in particular I'm going to use it with layers. So I'm not just going to have one oil paint effect, I'm going to have multiple, so I'm going to build them up in layers. I'm going to use blending modes, and you can really use it to create some really excellent and unusual oil paint effects. Okay, first thing to do, of course, just go over here, a layer, duplicate layer, and I'm going to a couple of them, so just quickly do that. Would be nice if there was a feature in Photoshop just for duplicate layer and maybe copies, number of copies, but so you have to just manually do that. Of course you could make a quick shortcut to do that, be quicker. Okay, so I've got those. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go without any shine, so it's just going to be all the settings. You can't see it obviously because obviously the layers, there's no blending modes at the moment, so just going to go there. I'm going to go now, filter, oil paint, and instead of actually going for that, I'm just going to change those slightly, and I'm going to add some shine in so you can actually see the texture being introduced there. Click OK. Again, you still can't see it obviously, so now filter, oil paint. I'm going to go for a different, change the direction, maybe increase the shine a bit, click OK, and I'm going to go for this top copy, filter, oil paint, and change that maybe slightly, stylization just slightly different. Okay, so you've actually got this. Obviously I could just finish with this, but you can't see any of the other layers, so what you need to do now, just go to here, normal. I can actually set that to darken. You can see straight away a different texture than you probably get normally from the oil paint filter. Now it would be really nice if the oil paint filter had this sort of feature to maybe layer multiple copies of the oil paint within the actual plugin itself, and then obviously it would be nice to, you could sort of combine and change the layers there. But anyway, you can do it just here. You can actually now go to this one, you can actually go to normal. I'm going to, obviously this is a random decision. I mean, I can go for lighten or maybe other ones, overlay, and they all will end up with a slightly different, or that one you can see more of the, right, so I can go now to another one, and I can go hard light, darken, and again I can change. Obviously I can look at that and think, oh, I don't want that one. I can just go maybe above, darken, multiply, and there's an interesting effect as well. So again, you've got to, now I can go here, I can actually change maybe that again. You see, it's very, probably obviously the lower the layers go, the actual effect in most of the cases very minor. Obviously with difference that's not the case. So there's another one. So right, okay, at this point I can actually just flatten the entire thing, and that's it. Also, of course, I can apply a colour effects to the background layer, or maybe apply a sort of blur effect. So I can just go here and blur, and you can see again subtle changes. So I can actually flatten at this point, and to actually see it a bit better, just go to exposure, click OK. Right, and of course I can also go here and actually apply another oil paint filter effect if I, but I'm going to just leave it at that point. And you can see just by actually creating multiple layers, multiple oil paint effects, you can basically create a vast number of different oil paints, and very interesting I think that is. I hope you found this of interest.